There's one question that could have a multi-million-dollar impact for decades to come.
Now the Supreme Court has a case involving that question on the fast track. Could have major ramifications in Ohio, especially right here in Cleveland. News 5's Jordan Vandenberg explains what's at stake for Ohio as well as our city.
Well, really at issue is a question that the Trump administration has proposed putting on the census come 2020. And that question has to do with citizenship. But some fear that question may actually dissuade people from certain populations from actually taking part of the census completely.
It is only one question, comprised of 9 words. But this simple question may not come with simple answers.
If we don't have the most accurate count, we are going to lose things that we've paid for.
The United States Supreme Court heard arguments today on a case challenging whether the citizenship question should be included in the 2020 census. Opponents believe that question, which has been left off of the census since 1950, may discourage certain population groups from participating, out of fear that their answers might be used against them.
We count people who should be counted, and when you put that question on the census, you're going to scare people away.
We have a constitutional mandate to count everyone, and part of the reason for that is that the census counts are used for apportionment. So the federal government decides how many representatives we'll get in Washington based on the number of people in our state in the 2020 census.
It won't just impact how many suits Ohio sends to Washington. Everything from potholes to police, health care, and housing could be affected. More than $675 billion in federal funding is divvied up by population.
It's wrong to ask about citizenship because it's not important to this particular survey. What's important is that every person be counted.
And I know from, Republicans and Democrats, this question, if it negatively affects the population in Cleveland, Cuyahoga County, and Ohio, it's going to have negative effects that none of us can afford.
These 9 words make up one question, and its future will be decided by 9 Supreme Court justices. But that decision could put millions or billions of dollars on the line.
And why we would ever tie our arm behind our back and ask for a fight is beyond me.
The United States Supreme Court could issue its ruling on this issue by the end of June. Reporting live in the newsroom, Jordan Vandenberg, News 5.